It is June 2021. I'm up here at Pennine Tower Services and I've collected the trailer. Here it is. I'm here at Strensham now, which is, let me think, just south of Worcester. The trailer looks kind of smaller than I was expecting, which is good because I've only got dimensions for the heavy object and I know it fits. So the heavy object will be smaller than I was expecting. It's weird, these wheels being off the ground. I don't know if it's attracting much attention or what, but hour and a half left to go until I get home, and then I'll put it aside for 3 years. Taking the trailer apart now, I'm going to paint it. This is the front of the trailer, the A-frame sticking out the front of the tow bar, and I cut a large plate off there where the mini digger bucket would have rested. So of course, cutting away stuff you don't need, you end up with rust. So the galvanise where the welds were, obviously there is no galvanising, so the trailer will inevitably look useless. So I've got special metals primer to come on, paint onto here, and then I'm going to hammer out the rest of it. See, now the trailer's all stripped and I've sprayed the galvanised frame with this red primer. That is it, the trailer's all painted. 2 coats of black over the 1 coat of galvanising primer. The wheels are painted, I can show you now the back of them. So those are done, you can see them drying in there. Finally the silver paint has arrived. I'm going to put a 3rd coat on and then let them dry. And it's going to look good, I'm quite excited about it now. And then it's just the Discovery engine to fix and I can go get it. But what am I going to get, folks? What on earth am I going to get? You might have seen it in my other videos. At this point, I was very excited putting this thing together, hoping to go and get this actually really quite soon, but this is still over a year ago, I believe. On goes a 3.5 ton tow hitch that I managed to get somehow very cheaply. It's second-hand, but only just. And then I've got to work on the electrics and the handbrake, as you can see. Here goes the electrics, I'm just pinning that into the chassis, bringing it forward. And then on go the mudguards, and really that trailer is very nearly ready to collect the thing, which you will want to know. On goes the data plate again, so it's all legal. So altogether, 3.5 ton tow hitch, repainted wheels, new tyres, checks to the bearings and the brakes, freshly painted, and galvanised chassis, old mudguards and an old trailer board. Ready to go, it's time for a little test drive I think. Check it's all good and then that's it. I go at the end of the week. Go at the end of the week. This guy doesn't know what is wrong with that Discovery engine. What you've witnessed there is a Discovery with very low oil pressure. Very nearly a spun big end bearing disappearing down the road. Right, I'm out testing it, got the Discovery and the trailer combination, done a few miles, got a few more to do, brakes are nice and cool. I'm just looking at the level of the trailer. It is slightly nose low, which is actually spot on because there is a little bit of suspension on it, so when there's some weight on it'll pull the suspension down and it should be level, which is important when you've got a lot of weight on it, so that the wheels have equal load on them, you see. So I reckon that's probably spot on where it is now, and I'll check obviously when I get the heavy object on there, we'll see how it looks, but yeah, it's good, it's going well. The Discovery pulls it very well, of course it's only 360 kilos at the moment, so it would, wouldn't it? That's it, we're safely back home, it worked a charm. It's ready to go, man. We're going to go collect that thing. Let's do it. Yeah, at this point I sort of figured out the Discovery engine was knackered, and you can go back and look at sort of 20 odd videos of me rebuilding that V8 engine in the Discovery. The Discovery is now run out of MOT, but I did go get the heavy object. You can see it here, all painted green. What is it, folks? You can find out in the next video, where I have a great big introduction video with my brother Anton.